gonna do a little video on moving on. You know, it's kind of a hard thing to do. But when is the time that you should start moving on from a person? The first one is when you start thinking of like the beginning, how it was better back then than it is now. Like let's say he used to send you this really cute good morning text before you even started dating, and that was one of the biggest reasons why you wanted to be with him. And now that you're with him and it's been a while, he gave up. He doesn't send you those texts no more, or he used to call you and tell you how much he misses you and stuff. And then another thing you should start looking at is if you start making up excuses not to be with the person. Like someone could do this thing, like distance or age or something. Like he's a couple months older than me. He's more, or like he's a year older than me. He's almost, or high school, or like something. I don't know. And when you start to look at other people and like think about how you miss being single and stuff, like you miss that you want to be single, you want to have fun, you want to be with your friends. But another thing about moving on is it may seem so easy sometimes, and then other times it's so hard. Like you just want to cry every time you think about like not being with the person. Moving on is kind of hard, but it might take time. It might take a long time. If you have been with this person for a long time and you really had feelings for them and they just left you and you don't understand why they left you, it's gonna be hard to move on. And another thing about another sign when it's time to start moving on is when you no longer have those feelings for that person. Like the spark is no longer there. That when you talk to them, you're just annoyed. You don't want to talk to them. You want to talk to other people. And another thing is like, if you don't want to be with a person, do not lead them on. That's one of the most worst things you could actually really do to me. I was with a guy for like 5 months, and I guess the whole time, like the last 12 months, he didn't really feel the same. And like when he broke up with me, I was heartbroken, and I was upset, and it hurt a lot to know he really didn't have those feelings for a while, and he was staying with me and talking to other girls. Another thing you should think of is that when moving on, just unfriend them, delete them, block them, delete their numbers, delete the pictures, or have someone else delete the pictures and the videos, and they gave you stuff. It might take a while to like get the strength to just throw it all away. What we get to do is burn it. Burn the letters, burn the teddy bears, burn the clothes, burn it all. There will be no existence of when you guys are together if you do it that way. And it's easier that way because if you keep it, you never know. Like you might with the pictures, if you want, but if you still look at the pictures, it's gonna hurt a lot, obviously, because you know what, you had to think this kid or a man or would inside, and I was asleep and I woke up. But like I was saying, when like the perfect time to really move on and tell the person you don't feel that way anymore is when you do not feel that way anymore. Do not keep it to yourself. It might hurt them for a little while, but they will go over it. Don't keep being with this person if you do not want to be with this person. Like, you're gonna hurt them later on more than you are now. And also, if you are trying to break up with someone, do not do it over a phone. Do not do it over text messages. Do not do it over Facebook. Go to their face, give them a good reason, and tell them why you do not want to do it anymore. Because you don't even understand how bad that hurts when someone just leaves you without any explanation. There's no good reason, like, oh, you're going to hate someone this year. Because my friend broke up with her boyfriend that way, and it really upset me because they were both my friends, and he was kind to me. Whew. And the real reason, because we all know the real reason, is that she did not want to be with him because of the fact that she liked another person, and also a lot of other things that was going on. Another thing, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you this now. If you are going through a breakup right now, go out, have fun, party, because staying home, looking at your pictures, watching sad movies, crying this whole time, you can cry. You can cry as much as you want that day. And for a week or two, you know? But after a while, get up. One day, just one day after you break up, just get up early in the morning. Go for a run, eat something, I don't know. After you come back from your run, take a shower. Leave your hair natural if you're a girl. Leave your hair natural. Don't put any makeup on. If you're a guy, just go for a run, take a shower. Don't put gel in your hair or anything. You're gonna feel good after a while. You know, you're gonna look at me. And then the one thing I want you to do is after you take a shower and everything is dry, like your hair is dry, everything's dry. You do not put makeup on, girls. Guys, I don't know if you wear makeup, do not put makeup on. And invite people over. But before you invite people over and everything, or you want to go out that night or something, I want you to point out 10 good things that you like about yourself. 10 things that you might love about yourself, like your personality or something. I don't know. Also, if you're the one who broke up with a girl or a guy, it's okay. All I have to say is, don't do it in the meanest way you can. I've been broken up with by being told, or with Twitter, Facebook, and I mean over Facebook, like, the guy put a picture of who's single and tagged me in it. Yeah. I was mad and sad and everything in the moment. I was horrible. And also, listen to the first night. Just don't automatically go out and party the first night. You might want to. If you're the person who broke up, obviously you're gonna go party because you're the reason you broke up with them. But girl, if you go out the first night partying, it makes it look like you really didn't care. Or you go out and get a boyfriend or girlfriend like this. Makes you look like you really didn't care about the person. When obviously you are, because you're watching this video and you're trying to learn how to move on. I don't know. If you really are trying to move on from a guy or a girl, I think the best thing you can do is stop talking to them. If they say, let's be friends, and you think, yeah, don't talk. The hardest thing you can do is stay texting the person who just broke your heart. I did that. I didn't move on because he's very beautiful. The whole time. Call me beautiful. Sending me good morning text. And I'm just like, wow, I miss you. And you called me next. So how much I miss you. Yeah. I one day decided to delete his number. I don't know what he did. He did something to me that made me just want to break up with him. Sorry, we were already broken up. Just not talk to him for a long time. So I deleted his number, changed my number, and started my new life. I have him on Facebook, of course. I want a nigga to see how good I'm doing without him. What I'm gonna say. And one day I decided to get off credit, go to a party, like a really cool party, by the way. My favorite band was going to. And so I got my dress up, did my makeup with my hand, and took a picture. And I put it on Facebook. And this nigga decided to write in telling me how beautiful I was and how to hit him up because he missed a girl like me. What? Nigga, didn't you just break up with me? Oh, I'm sorry guys if you're watching this. How could you just do that? And of course, you wanna know what I did? Deleted the comment. I was so proud of myself. I did not text him. I did not hit him up. I actually went on a date that night, actually. And let me tell you a little something. I have like that guy that I went on a date with for my whole life. I dated him a couple times too. And, you know, we went on a couple dates. I went on accident. But we went on a couple dates, and let me say that I'm so happy it did not work out with anybody else. Because on those few dates, like couple dates, I had to be five or like 10 dates between them. Oh my god. I felt so happy doing this kid. We're not even dating and he gave me butterflies. But anyways, let me tell you something, girls. He might have broken up with you. He might have said some mean things the whole time or something stupid to hurt you. And let me just tell you one thing. You are beautiful with or without that boy, with that man. And boys, if you are being broken up with, you are handsome. You are like amazing. Trust me. And if you ever need advice, hit me up on my ticket. Obey Amy, capital O, capital A, and 2 M. And if you really ever need me, you know, just ticket me. I'm always there, and I love you guys. Alright, all of you, sisters.